They're feeling a bit threatened and trying to figure out what should they do against a potential aggro duel, or even try.
Yeah, clinks. That's what I like. I was like, man,
oh hey, it's an ice
run.
What are the predictions? Total number of smoke ganks.
It's usually 0 to 1. I think
we're gonna have one right now. So if there's a kill that comes out of this,
oh yeah,
we're gonna take 2 right now. The arrow's gonna come out, will land on the DYF. They're gonna be able to get a lot of damage onto him, but he has a blink up in a second here, and will be able to get himself away. Nice double stun though. Yao's gonna be the next target. He's already dropped pretty low. They will be able to finish him off. The Whirling Death just cuts down that strength hero down to size. They'll get a good stun and manage to get the kill in return on the blink. But now a lot of damage onto Faith Beyond. Lines up the stun again onto Zhao Wei. They'll be able to take a second kill. Faith Beyond tries to take the trees, hide himself away. Healing Salve and a disruption is going to be able to save his life. A 2-for-1 exchange with Wings also picking up the first blood. Dual lane can actually bully the supports out right now.
Not if he suicide mutes.
That is also true. The great fun of this patch. Well, you can't suicide the neutrals if you can't get there in time. Innocence is going to be caught here and taken down by the right clicks. Yao will be the one to pick up that kill.
Prior to the horn.
We're going to see Zhao Wei deny himself, but in the meantime, he is going to be leaving Sand King all by his lonesome. He doesn't actually have the mana to be able to burrow strike up, and arrow's going to come in, nails him. Ice, showing off his support of Mirana.
Got him good.
Got him real good.
95%.
Yeah, gonna lead the things off here on the Shadow Demon. They're gonna be able to get that stun. Follow-up arrow is gonna land out of Yao. Looks like they can actually trade off kills here. Yao is definitely done for, and the Shadow Demon still managed to get out. Zhao Wei is gonna be chased away by Shadow.
He doesn't have a Clarity, he doesn't have a Mango, he doesn't have Arcanes, and his partner doesn't have Arcanes. So they need to make each of these stuns count.
Should be a fairly easy kill. Most Innocents can do is...
They're all coming in.
Second here, and maybe that second can actually allow them to be able to get a return kill. Zhao Wei is going to be cut off here by Blink. Denies him from being able to run to the river. Ice is also nearby. Out the extra ice. And Shadow starts going on a super here, but he is going to be EMP'd up. Thankfully, he's very tanky to the Death Pact, and they managed to catch him with the Chakram towards the end. Super ends up going down. So that extra second or two.
For his 1800 gold.
Yeah.
So he's actually going for the older build, not the max, minus armor build.
Yeah, with Desolator. Based beyond a little bit of trouble. Thankfully, the Cold Snap is worn off, but never mind. He counts on the other side. He just right clicks him, and that will be good enough. In the meantime, though, a much more important kill. Animage.
Before he gets Manta Style. So this is, they're invading their top area, and as soon as the Clink gets his Orchid, it's going to be turned up a notch.
Double B counterboard, as well as Dust is going to be able to spot out Faith Beyond as he tries to use the Vendetta to escape. It's going to be slowed down a bit, and thanks to the Spike Carapace, it looks like he might be okay. The Dust is just about to wear out. He gets a nice 3-man stun, but unfortunately the Disruption also laid out. He'll be taken off by the ultimate, as well as the combination of DDC. Managed to get the Fate Bolts out. Blink comes in, swoops in for the support kill, and now looks to chase for more. Into the tier 1 tower. Yao's going to be the target here. Gets perched up, dodges the air with a Burrow Strike and a stun onto Blink, but he will still end up going down, and Wings will translate that action into some pushing power onto this tier 1 tower.
Pretty much up. And this will buy time for Anti-Mage to farm another lane. He's already moved to the mid lane, and he has the TP up, so he could kind of farm all over.
Well, if they automatically lose DDC, it becomes a whole lot easier. LFY now going to have to take on a 4 versus 5. They try and go into Shadow, but an EMP is dodged there thanks to the disruption. They go into Blink instead, but he's relatively tanky. 2 levels of the armor is going to help him out just enough. LFY are going to be forced back again.
Whereas if you go the other way, you're like, oh, maybe it was just the wrong decision. It's very hard to like squeak out maybe like 100 more GP. That's a lot to ask for. But
they leave 2 in mid. They're going to actually make a Moonlight Shadow rotation with their 2 supports, catch them from behind, and now the TPs come in after they've already taken down one of the supports. Nailed the super with the arrow. The Invoker's going to end up going down as well. Nice rotation there. That very clearly caught LFY by complete surprise.
Blink Dagger, and then Invoker just needs any sort of item. Orchid is the go-to. Midas occasionally, which looks like what he's going for right now, because they know that they need this game to go on for
this
a while.
This is a very important kill. Shadow gets caught by the counterboard as he tries to do something by himself solo, but gets caught. and actually gives away a very important ability as well. DDC actually stole Skeleton Walk, which is not just great.
Do they want to trade farm again? Do they want a few more items in the clinks, like treads or whatever it may be? Or do they want to pressure that really, really hard with this Rubik scouting about? It could be a big waste of time.
A pick off on Shadow due to his over-aggression turns into almost a kill in the Timbersaw. Fortunately, the disruption will buy so much time they just blow up the same thing again, showing off that Whirling Death and how powerful it is against strength heroes.
Like, you have to be there before the fight starts. So he like predicts these movements from Shadow and DDC see each other.
Counter ward for a counter ward. They're going to bait out Shadow a little bit as he goes for the counter ward himself, tries to go for the Orchid on DDC. Innocence is ready to go at any point in time to disrupt, but it's just not necessary. They're going to get the kill on Yao, and disrupt on DDC will allow them to be able to take up that extra kill on the side. And EMP will keep the rest of Wings from surging forward and catching any more members of LFY. And this smoke is going to be the first start. They saw Shadow farming up that top lane. The smoke is popped. They get the dust out, but the problem is, this hero, even after it gets dusted, is still so fast thanks to the 4 levels of Skeleton Walk, they're not going to be able to catch him. Super throws out the Tornado. Fortunately, a wand from Innocence, even through the EMP, will allow him to throw out the Disruption, catching Super. An Orchid goes down, but they do not have any follow-up disables until Fate Beyond's on the other side. He hits the stun, easily cleans up the Invoker. DDC lies in wait, but unfortunately,
he's in deep.
He's just trying to see if he can follow up that Mirana. Not going to happen. Moonlight Shadow thrown down. Fate Beyond spotting out a lot of these heroes. The Vendetta, who's going to go on the Super first. If Orchid goes out, she's a little bit too late, but it doesn't matter. They still managed to get Super, and Yao's going to be forced back. Zhao Wei actually trying to clear through the creep wave, but Fate Beyond jumps into him with the Spike Carapace ready to go. That stalls up his retreat, almost allowing Blink to be able to catch him. Nice telekinesis back by please stop some of these pushes.
Definitely.
And that's on Zhao Wei, right? He's doing a great job spamming out waves so much. Yao's gonna be caught though. Yao is gonna be donezo as the arrow nails him once again. This guy
up towards the high ground where there are more sentries, but no heroes involved. Or is he going to walk into this trap?
Well, stun goes out. They are going to be able to combo it up. No Spike Carapace just yet, but the arrow's going to come in. Now the Spike Carapace goes down, and DDC, he's actually maybe going to be popped as well. The Leshrac, nailed by the arrow, had no hope whatsoever. Blink forward. Nice turnaround. DDC managed to get the onto him. They're trying to set up some sort of situation where they could get that invis.
Oh, anti-mage. They saw him TP.
That is real bad. He has the Manta though, so Fate Beyond's gonna have to try and get a stun out of Invis, and I'm not sure if they can burst him down. We'll see. They're actually gonna set up with the Spike Carapace into the Battle Fury, but bam! LFY inflating a trap of their own. They take down both, and now the Timbersaw's entered into the fray. Fortunately, they've got that Aegis, but a Clinks with an Aegis really doesn't amount to much. No death pack there, and he just gets taken apart by the magic damage. Fortunately, our Timbersaw is making a grand escape, but
I would consider like, yeah, they're like soloing.
Trying to set up this stun is going to go for the Vendetta. Still managed to hit the stun after the Manta. DYF is going to be caught a bit here, but he's still able to get his blink away. They just do not have the lockdown. The Ul Scepter goes down. They're going to try and lead this into another stun, but fortunately Impale isn't up just yet. They're just trying to slow down his retreat, and they do hit the Impale now, which means DYF will take it out by the pure damage of Blink. Wings.
Especially if we can hit an arrow, or if he mantas prematurely, and that they can just go for a team fight and force this engagement.
They have the gem on the Yao. They've already spotted Shadow. They are going to be able to lead with a stun off on him. DYF tries to actually jump forward, but at the same time, Yao jumped backwards. They didn't have the vision. He gets 0 right clicks off on Shadow. Now Shadow's pops his BKB, goes straight for DYF, and they will be able to execute him. Zhao Wei looks like he got nailed by an arrow, but they're trying to take more of these heroes in the mid lane. Ice under the attempt of a Chakram from Rubik's actually a successful one. He managed to get that kill.
Exactly.
Now it's tier 3. We chipped away, 35 seconds. Oh no, Super's gonna be caught. This could potentially turn into so much more if Wings get the appropriate pickoff. A big epicenter comes through, but it's just not quite enough. Both Fate Beyond as well as Blink will both survive, and Yao is the one to go down. They could have fought in 20 seconds when the Animage was coming back up, but they just lost Super as well as Yao. Wings will continue on their push. They're gonna go for the bottom lane next.
Faith has just been ridiculous this game. He is one of the best offlane players, and there's just such a big contrast in between him and Yao this game.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't need help on top. and he's still able to come out like almost double of Yao's net worth and still have just much more effective plays with the Blink Dagger, whereas Yao got his Blink Dagger a little bit late, and even when he got it, he still couldn't really do that much. He hesitated a lot with the Blink out instead of actually going in that last fight, which I think really cost him. He was scared of the BKB, to be fair, but sometimes you just gotta go in and die. Like they didn't even put up a fighting chance in that last skirmish. Probably a bigger deal. Yeah, I think.
And there it is. The Marauder is going to be the pick up Bloodseeker. All right. I was hyped to see this hero. It's finally here. He went down to 50 HP. That blood rage that was placed on him allowed the Timber Saw to do so much damage in such a short period of time with that whirling death.
Did he get that double?
Oh, an arrow just nailed Shadow, and he's amplifying damage up. He's going to go down. That's our first blood. They're going to go ahead and keep Xiaowei in place with the mana leak and allow the rest to be able to escape.
And the jungle scan comes out. Can he hit the blind arrow, or are they just going to dive him? Ice.
Arrow will miss, but Yao's in a position. The wave goes off. They are going to actually TP and try and defend this one, but Ice is already going to be dead. Blink actually gets stunned up by the telekinesis as the coddle drops. He'll still be able to get the Omni Slash, though, and collect the kill onto the Lifestealer. An aggressive dive by LFY turns around and bites him in the ass, but maybe its wings are going a bit too far, as Super's going to reveal the fact that he just found himself a haste rune. He's going to be able to catch right up to these heroes, starts getting some damage on a Shadow. Not really the hero he can kill, but maybe Blink is a little bit better. He's got a spin and healing ward ready to go, though. Super thinking about going for this dive here. Doesn't have his ultimate, but he will imprison once again. He's keeping these heroes in place. DDC with the blast is actually going to be able to land on it. Xiao does a good amount of damage, so right-click him down, but Super is dropping lower and lower. A bit of harassment damage comes out from Ice onto these heroes. They're going to TP out on Super. He's good. Yao not going to be as lucky, though. Faith Beyond with all these low HP heroes, thanks in part to the Coddle, he is rip-running. He managed to pick up at least one, tries to track down Xiao, but as everyone starts healing up, a gank they're setting up right now. Yeah, I was thinking to himself, oh yeah, they go ahead and smoke, try and dive. I see them coming. I'm going to go ahead and TP out, but now he's going to be found right away. Innocence is able to hit the stun, and they just pop him.
That's
Holy
next
crap,
level
that was next level by Wing.
That really was next level.
Imprisonment, bounce back the damage. You think you could do it like that?
Theoretically, you should be able to, but if the arrow is going through
that's true.
the imprison, you cannot. And that Bloodseeker is actually owning in the pit.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh,
a nice AoE silence. That bounce back there is just going to do even more damage to Super. Now the AoE blast comes in as well, and look at that. The heroes are so low already. Faith Beyond, he's running around like, oh my goodness, he's actually just going to go straight for Xiao Wei. He's out of mana as he leaves with the mana leak on top of him. He's done for. Let's follow the fight in the pit. Shadow managed to get himself over into the trees away from ZYF. He'll be able to jump on a Blink instead, but the Omni Slash just came up. Unfortunately, it bounces over to Roshan, so ZYF takes only a pittance of the damage. They're still going to try and chase him down. He has an infest, and he will be able to get these neutral creeps. Super is here as well to be able to help him out. Faith Beyond, they forced LFY away from the Roshan pit, got at least one of those kills. Are going to be able to force this infested Lifestealer out. Oh, comes around, tries to go for the stun. Actually just pops out now as the right click comes in from Ice. The arrow misses there. Poorly timed, and Yao's going to die on the left-hand side as well. A big blast comes in, and now End has to find a target, but he's going to be going for an Ogre Magi. That tanky hero, he may be able to get the support, but sure, what's happening with the cores on Wings, though? They're just running down heroes on LFY. They're going to be able to get DDC as well. ZYF has not been able to kill the Ogre Magi, and now he's at half health with no infest. A Rage TP is ready to go, and he'll try for that. The right-click damage, though, it's going to be close. ZYF falls, unable to complete the TP. 3-9 now as Wings surge ahead in this game 2.
Just sweep LGD at this moment, and Xiao 8 will be dewarding, ruptured, and there is an Omni Slash because Ogre's not close enough, and he's really close to Blink Dagger. He cannot die here. No, Yao.
Yao, get out of there, buddy. They're coming. Wings already trying to set up. Ogre Magi's going to be leading the charge with the stun. They've already taken him out with the mana leak. Oh, so much damage. Slardar dies. Blink Dagger will be delayed past the 20-minute mark. Still waiting this one out.
Okay, Xiao 8, it pops.
It's
and they're in the observer ward. They know.
Oh,
they
Blink,
know.
he's already spinning. gets himself away. The jump is going to be able to come in. They manage to land on the Timber Saw, but already Yao is done. And now DYF is going, this is not the place I want to be. He rages and TPs out. He will manage to survive. Thankfully, Super is going to be spotted, but no Sable. Wings will continue their march at the bottom lane.
I think now you have to switch gears. Now you'd be like, okay, we need to just split push out the lanes, but this
nice push back there. Ice brings the Rubik in range of Blink and his spin. They're going to try and fight around this imprisonment still, but DDC just, it's all a setup for the Timber Saw. Shadow is kind of stuck in the trees though, and ZYF in serious trouble. He needs to invest. Super, give him an opening. Oh, he imprisons him instead. Still kind of hard. Yao's going to be able to jump in, gets a nice crush, but the blast is already there. ZYF so low, the physical damage will finally cut him down. Super tries to drop the bomb, but it's just not good enough. It hits like a wet noodle, and LFY have nothing left in the tank. Yao's going to be forced away, but he was already mana leaked up. He's going to be out of mana. They know they can try and go straight for Roshan while the Jug's top. Maybe get themselves an Aegis, thanks to Amplify and the Lifestealer's damage, but it's just not. They're not doing it fast enough as duo.
It's being rough.
They've already brought the Juggernaut here. They're thinking they're actually going to be able to force this fight 4 versus 5. Little do they know it's going to turn against them. Blink has already shown himself a little bit. Brisbane goes down. Now here comes that Rupture without an imprisonment. No one's going to be able to save Super from this one. They just force that from round inside of the silence as well. He gets popped by Faith Beyond, who's on a dominating spree. Jump in. Yao. He actually managed to catch Blink as the Disable ran out. That magic immunity no longer available. He gets hit by the crush. They're looking for Shadow next, but he's up on the trees, and ZYF is still ruptured up. Half of it, and he's going to go down because he doesn't have a rage anymore. The pure damage rips him apart, and Shadow, he's just bouncing from cliff to cliff. He managed to catch DDC a bit. Ice can simply right-click him down. Oh, the humiliation there. And Shadow goes for another kill on a Zhao Wei, but fortunately TP will be able to save him, both him as well as Yao. They're slowing up.
It's daytime though. Ice has Ags, so without a smoke,
Yeah, you can see he saw that arrow coming. Faith Beyond managed to blink himself away from that one. A nice force away, trying to keep the heroes out of the pit, but Roshan's not low enough, so instead, Wings, they have to actually fight this one out. They've already caught a hero with the Rupture. They're going to be able to go onto Yao as best as possible. And then his stun goes out on the Shadow. Fortunately, the heal from the Caught Mine just kept the Shadow alive. They're trying to chase him down, but the nuke isn't quite enough. That last right-click in is not going to be enough damage. Blink, he managed to Omni Slash bounce around, gets a lot of damage on his ZYF, and OD, he imprisoned himself. But now, without ZYF there, there's no chance he can fight out 4 of Wings' members.
You get like a plate mail and a soul booster, so you can go Octarine, right. But it just doesn't, not too important at this point.
Tier 3 is gonna fall. DDC with his Blink Dagger tries to show up, tries to put a stop to this push in any way he can, but it's just not quite there. Moonlight Shadow will allow the payload to come in on the back lines. They're gonna go straight for Ice of all heroes. They do manage to kill him, but Yao is gonna be the turnaround. The Blink just surrounds him pretty easily, and it looks like they're gonna be able to get ZYF again. That initiation, the race combination just leaves him so exposed to the Rupture out from Bloodseeker. ZYF runs himself to death. Zhao Wei, oh, he's going to tick out there as well. 3 down from LFY, and Wings will take not just the mid lane of Brax, but the game as well.
Yeah, so LFY, I guess, probably deemed the weakest of the qualified teams, I would say. I'm not sure.